to other moves here, we wanted to dive a little bit into the King and Zven benching and movement because it's now been 3 weeks. We have 3 weeks of play here. C9 currently on a 3-game losing streak. Not all of it due to King, but that is part of the factor.
Hey guys, I have some important announcements for our LCS team as we head into summer. So number 1, King is being promoted to our starting LCS AD carry position. He's been with us for about 1.5 years now and he's done incredibly well. We thought this was the right time after speaking with the coaches and the players and the management for him to get this promotion. So congratulations to you, King. I think you're doing incredibly well. So I'm sure people are wondering what's happening to Zven. Zven is rejoining our academy team in a leadership position and will be working on his skills there. He is fully intending to recapture the LCS starting position, but for now, that spot is King's to hold.
And so, Dom, you also had thoughts on this move here and where we should be putting some of our stock into what this move means.
So, I mean, for me, I feel like King is kind of getting a pass because of his role. Like, because he's playing AD carry with Vulcan, like pretty good support, one of the best supports in the league. It feels like they never literally play through bot ever. Like, there's never a situation where they find it profitable to gank for bot. And then in a lot of team fights, if you watch King, he's actually outputting so much less damage than he could potentially output in these situations. And I feel like he's kind of just getting saved by the fact that he is like an AD carry, and like AD carries are relatively like plug and play, and as long as he's not shifting into like the whole enemy team as Ezreal and getting caught first and instant dying, people aren't going to really shit on him. Yeah, like he's not doing the Crowny run down mid one time a game, like, you know, Vitality shit. I love Crowny, I'm just joking. But like I feel like he actually is having a pretty bad showing within Cloud9. There's so many opportunities where I'll rewatch a fight and I'll be like, yeah, he just missed a bunch of Ezreal Qs here. He's not putting in enough damage as possible. Like, this is an opportunity where like a better AD carry would carry the fight. And this was something that I think was kind of like underrated about Zven on Cloud9 is like Cloud9 did not have a bunch of super clean fights when they were playing with their roster in spring. Like, they would just kind of win fights by just having like better players in the moment. And I feel like King just is, I mean, he's just lost 2.0 to me. He's just a player where he's worse than he looks because of his role. And when you take away Zven from that roster, you consider him as like probably the best AD carry that there was in North America. I feel like this team is just not going to win if they keep him. So I don't know. I'm just like at the point where I feel like I've seen enough King. And normally like AD carries fit into teams pretty well. I mean, if you look at the other player that came in, Danny, into LCS, I feel like Danny is significantly better at outputting damage, and like, yeah, he gets caught more, but it seems like his mentality is like way more aggressive and he's trying to do what he can, where I feel like when I watch King, it looks like his mentality is he's trying to just not fuck up the team. You know, he's trying to like not fuck up the game for the team, but he's not really like ever going to carry if you put him in that position, or there's a fight where he could like just outperform, like an outplay. So I don't know. I'm at the point where I just think that like Cloud9 really just needs to put Zven back in. Like there's no way that this team is going to be better with King.
I mean, I wholeheartedly agree, but I think that Sven's random benching, right?
Mhm.
Where does it come from is the big question. There was also, I mean, there's the clip, right? And the only reason that I'm going to reference the clip is because
Max
Double
Waldo
Lift,
clip.
yeah, the Max Waldo clip, right?
Mhm.
Where Double Lift like reacted to it.
I don't think Zven will play in summer.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Fudge, thoughts?
I'm not sure. We'll see, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I actually don't know. Like, I don't know what the plans
Is
are.
High
moving forward.
unbeatable
really, I
in
don't know
1v1s?
But
What is this clip? This is so fucking awkward. I'll link it to you and you can watch it on stream too if you want, so your viewers can see. This clip is so bad. Like, Max says, I don't think he'll play in summer, and then he, as the coaching staff, makes that statement and then asks Fudge, like, Fudge, what do you think? And Fudge says, I don't know. Fudge is obviously like so uncomfortable. What?
Yeah.
What is wrong with this guy? I don't know why he'd say it as if it was his decision, and if it isn't his decision, then just don't say anything. That's really bad.
Yeah, because it's pretty huge, like, to not play in summer for Zven.
Yeah.
After just winning.
I think
And, like, from the outside, we don't have any information, and it's like we don't know why he's not playing.
yeah.
But then to say he's not going to play in summer is another thing.
Yeah, to say I don't think so, for that to come from your coach and not just like some random Reddit analyst, right? Like that's literally somebody who actually has influence over whether or not you play, and you could see that like he's just smiling, saying I don't think he's gonna play this summer. It's just bad.
And Double's reaction to it, I think, completely doesn't take into account the body. Like, I mean, people can say that like reading body language is not definitive, right? But I think if you read all of the buildup and everything, it almost makes it seem like he doesn't want to accept that it is the way that it is, right? In the clip. So what is really going on with the Zven benching? What went on there, right? Is it a player dynamic or what's going on?
Well,
These things are all the most important. So even as Zven comes back in, what really goes on long term other than just like winning short term, right? That's the big problem because it has to be conflict with someone.
I feel like also the thing that people need to like consider in teams is like how the hierarchy of the team works. Like there is always like an internal hierarchy in any team, right? And you would think that Cloud9.
So who could bench Zven?
Yeah, exactly. But that's what doesn't make sense, right? Because the hierarchy you'd assume, but the hierarchy you'd assume would be like Perks,
right.
Mithy and Zven would be like the people on that team, you know, like whatever they would say goes. Like I can't imagine the people that are like rookies that are less accomplished, you know, like Max Waddle just started like his professional like coaching career in teams, I guess like in the last year. And then you have like Fudge, who was a rookie top laner, coming in like you know, like Rainover, it's his first year as a head coach. So you would assume that like they would not let it fly, or like it would just like have to go through them to be able to work in the team. Which is super weird because also I feel like since Zven has been benched, I feel like Perks has been playing a lot worse this season too. So I don't know. It seems super fucking weird.
So the thing for me is that deductive reason, like like when you look at the benching, right? You should try to limit the like. Can Fudge bench Zven? Absolutely not.
No.
There's no
Could
way.
Blabber? Probably not.
Probably not.
Vulcan?
Blabber, right? So
yeah.
So well, right. So it leaves you with 3 people that can do it. That's it.
Vulcan,
you're left with like
Smithy.
3 people. Right. You're left with 3 people that can possibly do it. Right. Now, what would be the reason for literally, I don't even know, singeing your face? Okay. Like for what? You're going to lose the best AD carry in the region because of something that's happening internally. Okay. Well, what is happening internally that is going on that is so erroneous or that's so harmful? Doesn't even make sense.
Well,
it genuinely doesn't make sense.
C9 has done this before though, where they rise the value of a player by playing him and getting him reps and being like, yeah,
we almost 0% chance. Like that would be so fucked up that like I can't even imagine that. I can't imagine them being like, yeah, we actually don't think that this player is better at all, and it's probably going to make us worse, and now we won't even go to Worlds. I would assume there'd be way more value of like playing your starting team, being the best team in NA still, going to Worlds, like all the sponsor money that you could gain from just having that appearance, I think would be so much better for you and your organization than like selling one player's buyout, like in a player like King. Like I just don't buy that would be the case.
Right. So from anyone on the outside looking in, I mean, you're able to limit it to like 3 people, right? But Zven's a strong player in his own right, right? He should be on the team. So something's going on, right? There's some sort of like conflict.
Well, that's the end of that video. You want more though, right? Thought so. Good thing YouTube makes it so easy to watch more VENN Esports simply by clicking the subscribe button, dinging the bell, and exploring all the other good stuff we have to offer. Got some good things. Yeah. I remember that one. Yeah, this was the one that we did that one time, and it was like so great. It was so good. I learned a